Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Dakota Bird with BlackBird Rods in Shelley, Idaho, and today we're gonna go over this 72 Chevelle SS with a 396. So when this car came in, it was pretty clean. The thing was all original, other than body and paint that had been restored in the 90s and had a couple of paint jobs since then. So the issues that we knew about, that back quarter had some bubbling under the paint. This was a vinyl top, factory vinyl top. And when it was restored, they put the vinyl top on, put all the trim on, and then used a razor blade to cut and trim the vinyl across this quarter. And what that did is they cut through the paint, and we got some moisture going down in there and started to see some surface rust on those quarters. So after we started tearing into it, we realized that back in the 90s, when this was restored that last time, that quarter had been replaced. It had been hit and replaced. But when they replaced it, all they did was put the new quarter skin, wrap it around, and used self-tappers to drill it all in. And then they ground the heads off of them and welded it all up. So it was not done correctly. It had a ton of rust in that quarter. And on the other quarter, the same patch had been done inside of the wheel well. So I have pictures of all of that. If you want to check them out, go over to the Instagram. I'll upload them today. So we ended up doing both quarters replaced. This was totally rusted out all through this rear glass. All of that channel was rusted through, and there was several spots on the windshield that were rusted through. Predominantly, these top corners on both sides were gone, and they were all just filled. Most of the rust that was found on this from the previous restoration, it was all just filled. It was cave and pave. So we had to go in, replace all of this whole quarter on both sides, totally brand new. All of the inner structure in the wheel wells is all brand new, and several patches along the back glass and along the front glass. So when this car came in, it was really clean. We knew we were gonna be getting into the quarters, but that was about it. Everything else was pretty clean, pretty straight, so we didn't pay it much mind. Now, when we were prepping this all out and doing all the body work, getting ready for primer, we found this rocker was pretty rusted. And we saw that through some rust that was kind of poking through the surface. So upon inspection, we started opening things up, seeing how bad it is, and we ended up replacing that whole rocker. Everything inside has been coated, cleaned up, welded on. Same with those quarters. Everything was cut out, replaced, all of the bad metal replaced. Everything inside is coated, and then we welded on the new quarters. So after all of that metal work, we ended up doing a ton of body work to it, making sure everything was nice and straight, hammer and dolly and everything. And this is it in first prime. So we have at least one more prime to go, probably two. We like to prime everything about 3 times, just to make sure it's nice and perfect, right? So this is the factory color, this Aztec gold, and this is what it's gonna go back to with the vinyl top. We have all of the original trim. It's all there, it's all going back on. So keep watching, and you can see this thing go through the rest of its phases on video, going through all the way to paint and assembly, reassembling all of the trim, putting all of that back on, putting the vinyl top on. All of it's gonna be recorded and uploaded to the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next in the shop. Anything that you want a little closer detail on or a different explanation on, drop a comment, let me know.